You thought your bags were about to pump, and so did I. Both of us are guilty for allowing ourselves to feel happy for about 6 seconds. The only 6 seconds we've had in the past 4.5 years. Welcoming you back to Crypto's juiciest news. BTC, Ethereum going down. Hopefully it's the bottom now though, friends. I'll show you right now. I've got so much to crank on here for you. US PMI. What did it come out? Was it bad? It was bad. It was bad. We'll cover it soon. US jobs came out. There's a bad twist on that too. Twitter. The day's finally here, friends, where I told you last year, I'm like, guys, Twitter's not free. They're going to come for us. You do get banned now. I'm going to cover that, friends. What did major loser Jerome Powell cop from Donald Trump? All of that coming your way. And there's even more, a lot more. The BTC monthly candle is about 113 to 114,000 American dollars. Visually, though, it doesn't look like much. So what we'll do is, friends, we'll play some angel music just as a gentle interlude as we move in. You're looking at it, you're like, man, it just doesn't represent how bad we feel right now. I mean, like, you need all-time highs for BTC, but no one really cares because the manufacturing is still rubbish, right? I'll just go on and throw you, friends. Here's the Ethereum price chart once again, just like doing a bit of a skitsy action down. Hopefully this becomes the bottom of the wick of the candle as we move into the rest of August. So we need to break out that wedge. We're all still waiting and waiting and waiting. Macro data coming out. We've been through a lot though anyway, you know what I mean? This is the ETH-BTC ratio, friends, 0.031. That's a log chart, right? So, I mean, I'm hoping that, you know, we do a bit of a nice jittery upwards move. That'll be nice. And maybe we can come back down and then like get everyone excited later on. We'll see as we top out later. So we're right here. Just want a friendly reminder, UDI and all the other Bitcoin maxis have been saying down here, Ethereum was a generational sell, while I was saying, and you know what, friends, I'll stand by this. I don't give a crap. ETH-BTC was still cheap at 0.055. I don't care what you say. I don't care, okay? Because if you want to live in this world where you're going to pretend that the slightest down move means you're going to step away from a thesis, okay, man, I don't want to be your friend. You're not my friend. Because that tells me, let's say you want to go watch a movie and then we'll play with the Game Boys later and we'll play some checkers. Let's say you want to go do that. But then it starts raining and you're like, you know what? I don't want to go anymore. And I would say, hey, man, I planned the whole day so we can go do this. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? We got the USB cable. We can trade Pokemon. And you go, nah, quit. Nah, quit. It's not going our way. I don't like people like that, right? And you don't like people like that either. Those people are untrustworthy. They're quitters. We're not quitters. Man, it'd be really easy to quit, though. it's like we're the last Ponzi on earth not to go up. The last Ponzi. But that's what it is, friends. Remember, I've told you with altcoins, this is the thing. We can change you from poor in altcoins. You can actually go from dirt poor to retired in a few years. You can. There's a catch, though. For you to become that rich, all the traffic lights must turn green. And there's like 10 traffic lights, right? The stock market only needs like 5. Okay? And there's always like 5 traffic lights on, right? Stock market needs 5. Gold only needs like 1 traffic light, pretty much. Stock market needs 5. You have maybe excess technology and other stuff out here and everything else out here needing maybe 6 or 7 traffic lights to turn green. Altcoins, we need all 10. If one of the traffic lights is not green, we get the reset again, which is what's been happening over and over and over again. And that's why I have like a 4 or 5 year period. That's like 48 to 60 months. There are these amazing 3 months to 6 months where you add them all up, not consecutively, where everything actually starts cranking up and we're waiting for that moment. Where do we go from here, friends? I'm going to show you as well the BTC. This is a daily super trend. This is a very textbook chart pattern here, friends. This could be it, by the way. We've done a little ABCD thing. Here we are. And we might actually just be ready to go, pop, and actually do that. It's just annoying just to keep continuously getting reminded that it's still resetting us. But, you know, we could just start going up only. Like we'll pretty much, it's probably going to look like it. But, yeah, we'll just have to, I guess, wait some more as we've been waiting what seems like forever. And there's pretty much nothing's gotten off our neck, has it? This is the Bitcoin weekly chart. Remember, the super trend is still green. So it's still bull market stuff. We're just skitzing around. Where are we going to go up in the bull market? I've got cracker videos here for you. I've already shown you, friends. It's like, there's Kathy Wood, our favorite gilf, starts yelling out $1.5 million Bitcoin. A bit scary. It's not known everything. Let's play some PUBG music. Well, we got to get more, right? We got to get more. The Bitcoin dominance is sitting here, still hanging around. See, friends, see how we stop right now? Everyone who is still pretty much fading Ethereum, fading altcoins, they're looking at this time now saying, I told you, this is boy who cried wolf 15,000 times. Altcoins are never going up. The economy is never going up. That's pretty much what everyone says. That's why it builds more of their conviction. Whereas I'm seeing it more like this Slingshot man was meant to let go 14 months ago. Worst case 14 months ago. So they're still pulling back the Slingshot. And that's why everyone's saying, oh, the Slingshot, you're never going to pull it back. You're never going to let go of the Slingshot. That's why the pebble from the rubber band is never, ever going to go. That's pretty much what everyone's been... that's what effectively what you're saying with your portfolio. If you're still holding a, say, risk-off allocation or Bitcoin Maxi style. This is the others BTC. At least we finished one green. But man, come on, dude, you gave us 7 red in a row. Like it is an abomination to actually sit through this. But what can we do, right? We've got a long way to go. Now, this is the global liquidity fractal. I've shown you before, friends. Remember, Bitcoin's starting to stall out here. And it's kind of funny. I wonder, man, is this weird fractal? Do we just start going up only for like from the 4th up onwards? And then September's another month reset. I wonder if that's all going to play out, right? Really outside of our control. I've shown you, friends, yesterday, or within the past 24 hours, I showed you as well, friends, like Aguila Trades, right? That random dude gets liquidated for literally $40 million. Liquidated. He revenge traded. So he was short, got cucked. It was long. He sold the bottom of Trump's tariffs when it was 76K. He probably watched all the mainstream KOL saying it's over. And I was saying, no, man, you got to get bullish. And so he sold that bottom and then he got back in. But then he started getting short and then it went up. And then he got clobbered as well. And he revenge traded it. He bought Ethereum at like literally, I think, 3,890. Like it was ready for the $4,000 break and it just dropped down. So it's just, there you go. He's just like, he full tilted. So it kind of reveals these people, friends. How do they even end up with that much money? Is it like, I know there's some skilled, man. There's a lot of luck. There's a lot of luck. Like someone who goes, they put in like, you say a $10 million position and then they lose so much that they go, okay, I'm going to go full tilt and I'm going to do a $50 million position to go make it all back. And then that loses again. I'm like, dude, if you get away with murder with that once, like it doesn't work the next time. That's exactly what's happened. That's how you drop 40 million. Now, I'm going to show you again the Sol ETH ratio. It's continuing to stay weak down here. Sol ETH, friends. Soylana trenches. There's no bids for the memes. A lot of things have retraced out here. I was even watching this this interview. This is a couple of LA Vape Cabal dudes. It's interesting, man. I'm just gonna be honest, friends. Like the slime oozes straight out. Like just the way there's just so much slime. Right? I'm not even gonna just tell it to you. Just listen.
It's not stake. I'm sorry. They're not gonna pass stake in revenue. Let's be honest, right? But these like other kind of crypto ones are for sure. I think so. I don't think it's that hard to win a consumer when you're offering incentives.
Wait, were you paid to say that, ToshiBet?
No, there's these like stake.com competitors that are all over CT, right? So I just named Luck and Toshi.
Well, I'm never asking you if you were paid to say that or no.
No, honestly, fuck Toshi. How about that? Does that clear it up? Like, I don't like Toshi.
Why?
Would you believe me? I just pressed play. I haven't even watched that part yet. I just pressed play. Like the whole thing is just slime. It's just literally slime, friends. Slime and oozing. They get into a fight into it. They're meant to be friends. And talking about Bonkfun. And friends, it's honestly, man, they talk about how, what does PumpFun really need to do now? Thread guy on the left, he asked Rashmi, he says, hey, this guy's been tagging Pump like every day. He's like, oh, buy Pump, it's cheap, it's cheap, it's cheap. And then he asks him, hey, do you own any? And he goes, basically no comment. He goes, what? He goes, but it's kind of funny about you. This is what happens, friends. When the dopamine starts going down, and the spiral starts going down, people turn on each other because there's not enough money to go around. Yeah. Friends, it's kind of like you can live in a village your whole life and everything can be great. But if I go cut off the food supply, it doesn't matter that you've been friends with someone for like 10 years. It doesn't matter. I've literally cut off the food supply. It literally cut off the dopamine. They're like, that's it. Everyone turns on each other. We're a bunch of savages, man. We're just a couple of buttons away from being savages. And it's interesting. What they think is they've come to the wrong conclusion. They think, oh, for us to get PumpFun, for us to get the trenches back, they said Elon, which is the Soylana PumpFun founder, who's now $1.3 billion richer, and they actually think he's going to waste his money injecting it back to the ecosystem, which is not. They said what he should do is buy this coin up to like 250 million market cap, and it will inspire everybody and start the flywheel. No. You're confusing correlation and causation. Yeah. When that was happening, that was a natural organic demand from people. I guess they left Ethereum. They wanted to believe in something, but they ended up just being a bunch of cheats from last year. Okay. That's how I started like a year and a half ago. So you just saw stuff running and everything became the flywheel. If you do that now, they're all lower highs. They're not higher highs if you look at the volume and everything out here. So what ends up happening is everyone just gets used as exit liquidity. And friends, it's just a natural part of life and cycles, right? And I've even said, man, you just watch this. See a Sol ETH ratio is going down and now everyone's starting to get in panic mode. Yeah, there you go. Like this is broken the low here, pretty much. Here we go. Just like the money's coming out. There's also, they talk about like BonkFun, and I've even shown you as well, like Bonk. So PumpFun, they only have like 15% market share now. They used to have 100%. They're down to 15% already. The money went to BonkFun. But there's a lot of wash trading, one. And two, I've told you, the people there, they just went to another casino. I go, look, this one's going to be a fast casino rotation as well. Because people are going to realize believing in nothing actually gets you wrecked. Okay? Because you actually want to know how everyone wins? You get long-term buyers, bro. Not short-term buyers. You get long-term buyers. How do you get long-term buyers? You show them value. How do you show them value for long-term? You grow from a meme into a cult, and then you have plans to become a religion. And when you're a religion, you get long-term buyers. Kathy Wood, talking about $1.5 million BTC. Michael Saylor. Long-term. Okay, but you know, when you're dealing with just it's a TikTok 15-second brain rot generation, right? It's kind of funny the way they talk about the coins as well.
Like all, if that does happen, like if the first one breaks out, I think you're going to see a lot of demand for it. I hope it happens. I hope if Elon does start T-Wapping coins, that's going to be one of them. But I don't know. That's neither here nor there. What do you think about the Launchpad Wars? I just had HDF on, and he said they're building a platform, GTE, and they're talking about their focus is to like incentivize deployers, which I've never.
So that's what they're like. Basically, friends, is what we come to see is all of this is just this. Is what happens when the money runs out. It's the money runs out. It's not the people. It's not the tech. It's just the money runs out, dude. Everything goes in cycles. So, but that's what happens in markets, man. When they come and you're on the team in the city that grows, you're like, this is literally gonna last forever. We've done everything right. No, bro, it's not your cycle. It's just your turn. Okay, it's what everyone learns. This, you know what I mean? When it happens to you, though, you're just like you're bathing in the sun. Like, yes, the sun's never going down. Told ya. Also, friends, in here, in the interview, that's what I wanted to show you. This is the alternative, because if you're watching coins go down, like, man, what else is out there? This is where all the activity is meant to be, where people are claiming, oh, this is where it's meant to be. No, but not claiming shit, dude. It's like none of you have retired. You're on your mum's 4th credit card. You keep trading everything, keep rotating altcoins, and you're not even rotating communities. You're moving from one community. It's the same 150,000 daily active user community. Most of them bots. Just dumping and rugging each other. I know it's tough, friends. I know it's tough, but ultimately, at the end of the day, you already saw it with XRP. How long did everybody laugh at XRP for? Literally like 6 years. Literally 6 years. Yeah. They didn't even stop laughing in 2021 because XRP couldn't even break its high. 6 years in a row laughter, and then it runs early last year. Yeah, no one's laughing now because they were all able to buy forever at 50 cents, and then it pops down $3. There you go, 6x on side. See what I mean? A fast 6x. Hopefully it does more for them as well. Pulse chain core coins are getting dunked because of the big retracement that we've seen with everything in the market. Obviously, no one is surprised by that. They've done a retrace. We can't do anything with Ethereum coming back down to 3,500. You know, we needed to break that 4,000. That's why no one's actually surprised. But when you have that pop off, that's it. It's literally we've seen it. We've seen it time and time again. It's just a matter of time. Now, friends, I have to go through some news here for you. So obviously, okay. So we've just done the retrace. Hopefully, we're heading up. We know that next phase. We just got to get through this. The same as everything else. Big warning though. If you're on Twitter, you cannot, just warning for you and your accounts, you cannot criticize the ADL, Anti-Defamation League. I'll be honest, I know I'm meant to know what they are, but I'm checking out their website. Anti-Zionist group boasts vandalism attack. Anti-Semitic meme gains traction. Okay, so this is their website. Is this it? ADL, leading anti-hate organization, stop the defamation of the Jews. Okay. But here's the thing, friends. They actually do control Twitter. So what's actually happened, just telling you, you literally can't criticize them. They literally got banned. So I'll actually show you right now. I'll cover for you yesterday. A rival Grok AI called Gab. Okay. What it did is very, okay, I have to use code words, okay? Do you know the guy with the mustache? Okay, well, I thought it was saying pro guy with mustache stuff. I go, oh, that's probably what. No, it wasn't. What it did is, it said, okay, so in 1933, the guy with the mustache, he took over a bank, an R-child bank, if you know what I mean, okay? And there is a newspaper clipping of that. It says, our child bank taken over due to, and then I think it explains why. It goes, this corruption or blah, 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 everything you pretty much explained. Like, we're taken over and stuff. Now, you see, you think, well, okay, well, obviously there's newspaper clipping, bro. Like, how can you argue against that? Well, Gab says, yes, this is true. Grok says, no, that never happened. Nope. That never happened. Okay. And what happened is, because Gab, the AI, was saying it did happen, it got banned. It's permanently suspended. Okay. And then someone actually went to the Gab AI and says, what was the post on your Twitter that got your account suspended? Look at this. It was a reply to a post about the ADL's latest hate speech report. I quoted their own data showing that 82% of the anti-Semitic incidents they logged were just online name-calling. Then added, if hurt feelings are now a federal case, maybe we should start jailing every Twitter troll who calls white people mayo monkeys. I guess that's mayonnaise monkeys. That was the one that triggered the permanent suspension. Wow. So they'd had enough. So I'm just telling you, and by the way, people were reporting when they criticize ADL, they're getting these warnings already. Someone had a 12-hour ban. 2 people had 12-hour suspensions on Twitter. So we're not surprised, dude. I mean, we're not surprised. I told you this last year, friends. I don't know how long we can do this free speech stuff. Elon, like, he's literally got 15 kids with, like, 28 women. Who knows if they're all girls either? Wouldn't know. All right, Tiffany Fong, she could be pregnant with this kid right now. So, like, he's got this 50,000 things where they could blackmail him for, his giant net worth, the rockets, which are pretty much fake because we have the UFO tech anyway. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just like, yeah, we knew this was not going to last. Okay, so I'm here just to tell you that. I even wrote here, right? I always warned this day would come where we all even know that Twitter is controlled and censored. So obviously YouTube is censored out here, which just, you know what I mean? It's kind of funny. I can talk to you about killing women, abusing children. I can talk to you about all of that stuff, but if I talk about the lizard people, they put a full community notes and they shadow ban it. And I can't show you certain clips of actual shaping and shifting. I can't. That's really weird, bro. You gotta admit, man, that's it's a bit wild. Okay, that's nuts. So there you go, friends. Well, we knew it was all gonna come, but the good thing is, good's gonna prevail. Okay, crypto's gonna pump. We're on the winning teams. We just gotta literally wait it out. Okay, but man, he's like, I'm just saying, man, for all the conspiracies, like, dude, you guys control Twitter. You know what I mean? Like, bro, you're literally, How do they have access to just ban people on Twitter that piss them off? You know what I mean? Like it's, oh man. And by the way, in my, thank you to, I think it was Adair. I deleted my Twitter post. Okay, so first I put all the factual information. I had no opinion. I didn't care. I'll just go, warning, there you go, blah, 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 blah. And I'm just like, and my artist says, just be careful, Swami. Don't do it. And I'm just thinking, you know what, not worth it. I'll just delete it. But I've covered it for you. If you watch my YouTube video, you can see my Twitter post where I actually show you all the info. But yeah, this is how the world works, right? It is what it is. Good thing is, they can't shut off our crypto yet. Okay? Yet. Now, big news. US manufacturing PMI has come out at 48. Way below expectations of, they were expecting 49.5, which was still garbage, by the way. So, man, this blows us. So, friends, here is the PMI. I now have to add another number. Now we're up to 33 months. Can you believe this, bro? What the hell is what is going on? Oh my God, man. So wait, can it even just go from under here and like reverse fast? It can. When it's ready to go, it's ready to go, friends. You can bounce from like 48 up to 50 and then 52. So friendly reminder, okay? Alt season, I've actually got it here. Sommy's guiding fart forces up here, okay? Bitcoin follows global M2, the global M2, the money printer and stuff, and you know, it's inverse DXY and global liquidity. Okay, altcoins and Ethereum, which is an altcoin, it follows the business cycle. Okay, it tracks with this PMI. Okay, this is an indicator of what we're doing. Then, of course, we've shown, friends, thanks to Raoul Powell. Shout out to the Good Morning Index from GMI. There are forward-looking indicators for PMI. Okay, there are forward-looking. The thing is, they're highly volatile, and when they're forward-looking, it's 9 months forward. Okay, so it's not like, oh, we start going up right now. It's just, but as well, man, this thing said it will start to go up only. But if you check the charts, they're very spiky. Like it can go down here and then go up, and it all looks like it correlates, right? But it feels like an eternity. So that is what we're looking for, and it's pretty much, it's set to go to 55 plus by March next year. That's what all the forward-looking indicators are saying. So we never know, right? Maybe we just go like a rocket and we go up and it's like a quick phase off. Maybe that happens. Maybe Donald Trump's second cycle as termed president. You know what, friends? I'm getting a feeling like the nostalgia thing is real, where you're like, take me back to Donald Trump's first term. And now the reality is like we're seeing it, and like it's not as pretty as everyone like thinks in their mind. They go, we're bringing it back. So yeah, I'm wondering if that's going to be like one big hyper pump, and then it's pretty much, it fades off fast. But yeah, it's outside of our control. So yeah, man, we're on month 33. That's why you want to know, friends, why, like everyone asks me, right? Why does it take so long, Somi? Why? This is why, man, 33 months. Look at the past 3 crypto cycles. 10, 12, 6. You see that? Before an old season came. We're now in month 33. So, and remember, I found out, see the green line here? ISM, PMI, it's 52. Once you cross 52, there's old season happening in crypto. At 52. All right? We're still nowhere there. Pretty much what it's saying is we haven't actually gotten started, man. We haven't gotten started. I know it's just wild. That's why, man, there is a case for an extended cycle. But here's the thing, man. If everyone thinks the cycle is going to be extended, then maybe they buy up Bitcoin and the economy up really fast at the end of this year. And then it prices in the extended cycle. Do you see what I mean? So it's tough. It's tough to deal with all these multiple variables when you're just guessing and throwing stuff out. All we know is altcoins are cheap, Ethereum's cheap, Bitcoin's cheap. They're all still cheap, and we're just going to be waiting for the expensive times. US jobs have come out, friends. They came out at 73,000. So this non-farm payroll, it's literally the most important data point, just to let you know. That's why it's the most hyper volatile, because every GDP derivative comes off the jobs. Okay, everything. And the jobs came out 106,000 below expectations. But there's some dodgy stuff, friends. So the unemployment rate, though, stayed at 4.2%. The past 2 months, I saw from Uncle Peter Schiff, it's so dodgy. They have been, like, the numbers come out strong and they revise them very down. They revise them down a lot, okay, when no one's looking 2 months later. It's just to kind of give the illusion the economy is good. But here's the thing. Donald Trump has made a big post. He said he's going to fire the head of the Bureau of Labor Statistics. I'm going to show you this tweet. He says, look at this. He goes, I was just informed that our country's jobs numbers are being produced by a Biden appointee, Dr. Erica McFarter, the Commissioner of Labor Statistics, who faked the jobs numbers before the election to try and boost Kamala's chances of victory. He continues, this is the same Bureau of Labor Statistics that overstated the jobs growth in March 2024. That was when Biden was still in, right? They overstated it by approximately 818,000 jobs. Friends, this is literally the most shocking. How do you do? It's like saying, oh, I'm just a little bit pregnant. You know what I mean? Like, how do you accidentally, it's obviously it's dodgy, dude. And then he says, right before the US election, they overstated the jobs again to fake everyone out. In August and September by 112,000. He goes, these were record jobs. No one can be that wrong. We need accurate jobs numbers. I have directed my team to fire this Biden political appointee immediately. She will be replaced with someone much more competent and qualified. So, yeah, man, you can tell what all the media is going to say. They go, ha, 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 you don't like the data, so now you're trying to change the data to the Banana Republic stuff. And then, yeah, we'll see. Whatever, bro. Can we just please pump the bags while I crank it a bit? I'm just going to crank it a bit for us. Okay, now, Tom Lee, friends, crowd favorite Tom Lee. What is he saying about Ethereum? Tom Lee. He's bullish. And you're like, well, I mean, he's only been bullish for like literally the past 14 years. I'm not even joking. Tom Lee. I know you guys love when I do that voice, by the way. But you guys are starting. It was funny. In Telegram, I go to random different Telegrams. You guys say it. T-O-O-O-O-M. And I'm like, oh, they're saying it like I say it. Tom Lee. Here he comes. He said Ethereum is 60,000. I agree, sir. I agree. More number up. He said Wall Street will stake Ethereum to be involved in the enhancement of Ethereum as it moves to financialize the world onto the blockchain. That is the difference between centralized finance and DeFi. Well, it means everything. Tokenizing, Chainlink, real-world assets, stablecoin supercycle, all of these. Okay, it's all coming. When? I don't know, man. Some point this decade. I don't even want to jinx the decade. You know what I mean? Like, we've just had the longest PMI garbage run in literally recorded history. It's never been below 52 for this long. Do you know that? Since the data goes back. Data goes back to 1870, friends. Can you believe it? It's been 155 years, bro. We've never been this long. 155 years. Congratulations. And we're suffering in altcoins. Man, that's just disgusting. It's literally Great Depression stuff. Think about it, because the Dow Jones dropped 87% over a 2-year period, and it took a bit to recover. But yeah, it's literally altcoins have had a Great Depression moment compared to pretty much everything else in the world. It's just that we're lucky, like everything else in the world is not in a Great Depression. So like we kind of had like this residual correlation bid, kind of. So yeah, it's good. Friendly reminder as well, friends, please protect your nipples, protect your elbows, protect your squeaky chairs, because crypto hacks in July 2020, this year, July, 1 month, $142 million lost. Okay, and the largest was CoinDCX. I think it was the India or the Turkey exchange. Was it India? They lost 44 million. Okay, so please, 1, use a hardware wallet. 2, do not connect to any website. Also in my Telegram, for everyone out here, all your messages, if we see anybody posting any link, you get deleted, dude. I'm not taking any risks. I can't afford anybody to. I don't give a shit. There's no free money on your website. There's no free money on your coin. There's no free money anyway. The only free money that there ever exists in crypto that's actually free and worth the risk is buying a coin on a DEX. That's it. Well, you actually got to take the risk. Okay, so it's not actually free. Nothing's free. Okay, that's pretty much, that's where the opportunity is. Yeah, maybe. Look, it's just no. I'm not taking any risks. We can't afford it. Not now. Because once he's seeing, like, it'll break my heart if I just see someone like it gets bonked next year or something because of these. So we have no links, absolutely no links. I don't want anyone clicking on any other stuff. And by the way, friends, I've also mentioned here, don't connect to any website. And most importantly as well, do not use Google to find the crypto link. Okay? Don't do it. Go to Twitter. Ask what the website is. Ask Grok. Ask ChatGPT. What's the real website of blah? Or go to CoinGecko or CoinMarketCap.com. CoinMarketCap.com. I call it CoinMarketCap. Go there and actually go to the coin or whatever and find the link. I'll show you right now, right? Okay, to prevent any acts of racism, what I'm going to do now, and let's actually crank it just a little bit.
Whenever I hear goodbyes, reminds me, baby, of you.
Wow, look at that sea of red. I definitely enjoy this crypto industry. So let's say, friend, let's say you want to see what Tron's, let's say Hyperliquid, for example. You're like, I want to see the Hyperliquid website. You click on Hyperliquid. It's any coin. You can actually find them up in the search. And if you go here, see Explorers, you can actually go and click on the websites here. These are the links. So, and let's say you're like, you know what? You're feeling a bit, let's say you're feeling a bit, let's just say you had Fasulia 2 nights in a row. Okay, we had, so for everyone out there, lentils and beans. You basically, you know, you had your Taco Bell equivalent. You know what I mean? There's a lot of beans. And you're feeling a bit pooey. So you're like, you know what? I want to explore the depends. By the way, what are the chances pooey? Okay, first SUI Sui Foundation. Okay. What are the chances that my nickname for them was Pooey, and then we noticed that their logo is literally like a water poop droplet going into the toilet bowl? Like what? I really think we live in a simulation, man. There's just some things I'm like, there's just no way that's random, dude. There's no way. So this is it, friends. If you go to see Explorers, see this suiexplorer.com. See how everything has a website here? Always check them out. Because what scammers do, friends, is they will like pay Google like $3 per click to be at the top of the search, and it'll be a fake link. And many people have lost money getting drained by that. They think they're going to like, you know, a Hex website or something else. They've typed into Google and they fake the link out. These people are evil, friends. They need to be choked out without remorse. Hong Kong Donkey Kong has launched a stablecoin licensing regime with 100% reserves and disclosure requirements. So because they rhyme with Donkey Kong, we've got to play some Donkey Kong theme right now. Shout out to all my baby dolls from Hong Kong. Got a lot of friends from there. Okay? And yes, we did all play Dota. So, it's always. Every Asian friend I've got, we've all gamed. That's it. All of it. I'm just thinking every single one. I'm trying to think of one. I'm actually trying to think of an Asian friend who I think we've all gamed, all of us. And there's a lot. I'm actually, wow, that's weird. I've never had an Asian friend we've never gamed with. See, friends, that's the stuff that makes life special, okay? And Hong Kong is putting stablecoin licensing as well. So that's amazing. Also, it's funny, friends, when we go with when Matt told me, because just so everyone knows, right? Not everyone's aware, China and Hong Kong, there's always like this tension thing, and it's actually hilarious. People from China, I don't even know, they can tell when someone's from Hong Kong. They're like a bit more. They call them a bit more. Like I gotta use the word. They're a bit more like gay, a bit more twinky, because they're a bit more. The language is just a bit more sharp. They dress a bit more differently, and it's also funny in China. There's the north and the south as well. So Matt told me all about it. It's kind of funny because when Matt tells me about this microcosm, I'm like, bro, humans just hate each other. That's it. And guess what? People hate their own race more than other races because they're like, oh yeah, they're from the north and these ones. It's just it's funny. It's literally funny. You go all around the world, friends. The skin color it actually doesn't matter, dude. It's the same shit all over. It's funny. It's like, man, it really is. Remember the Rat Kingdom experiment? Yeah, man. This is literally just Earth. This is it. I know it looks like dark and myopic, but remember the scientist, rat Utopia. So he put all these different rats, and then he just analyzed how they live their life. And friends, I'll never forget. There was this one section of rats. They called them the beautiful ones, and they gave these rats. I never forget this. One of the rats, I think it was called the beautiful ones. And what they ended up doing was, these rats, they gave them enough food and water, and they gave them very cushiony, nice areas. And what happened is, and they were separated from the slums. He goes, in the slums, the rats, they're all having like 10, 15 kids, okay? And they're fighting with each other. They all had like scars. And then in the higher area, in the beautiful ones, okay, the rich ones, okay, they stopped having sex. They went down to like, instead of 15 kids, they went down to like 1 or 0 kids. And all they would do all day is lick themselves clean and just look after themselves and keep themselves fluffy. I couldn't believe this is literally rats, man. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is literally human society. As we get more money, isn't that what happens in society? As we become more modernized in a city, our testosterone levels going down. Having less kids, we're just like an Instagram, selfies, makeup, like it's just becoming the beautiful ones, right? So, man, I can't believe it, man. He did this experiment like, what has it been, like almost like 80 years now? It's literally what's been happening. So that's why when Matt told me about China stuff, and I was like, oh, this is like many, many years ago. Like, that's why my brain was like, oh my gosh. Can we just pump this fucking bull market, please, man? Please, 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 Matt, please. Can you tell Xi Jinping, someone just print money, dude. Someone do something. It's been a long time. Trump, if major loser Powell keeps refusing to cut the rates, the Fed board should take over and do what needs to be done. We all know what's going to happen. As soon as the economy blips down, major loser Powell is going to cop it from the world. Everyone's going to be like, major loser causes a world recession when he should have cut the rates a long time ago. Major loser. He's going to cop it so hard. Oh, man. But he's just a puppet anyway, friends. That's why they're always faceless. Yeah. Look, the greatest power that the deep state and everyone always has is there's no names and face. So when you and I talk of them, we go, they. And everyone says, who's they? Who's they? Catherine Fitz refers to them as Mr. Global. That's kind of like a cute, like, you know, mum making you like honey and toast sandwiches type of name. Who's Mr. Global? And I'm like, bro, it's lit. You know, by the way, this is the wildest part. If you read her books, Catherine Fitz, okay, when she goes on podcasts, because she's like she's a nice lady. Remember friends, Catherine Fitz? She used to work at the White House. She was one, she revealed, she actually sat there, she spent like, 3 weeks calculating how much money was missing in the White House. From within the White House, she got all their books, and she ended up finding it was like 21 trillion. Yeah, and then she couldn't even follow anything. It was 21 trillion. So that's where we got the $21 trillion number from. Obviously, it's all going to the UFO tech and money printing, and she's like very, very aware. But like on the podcast in person, she's a bit scared to say what she really, really thinks from the books. Because you read the books, straight, like she straight out says, interdimensional forces, demons are real. The NASA scientists say Jesus is real. If you get approached by a demon, they actually said saying Jesus is saying Jesus Christ or praying. But people also say if you pray to Buddha, pray to Muhammad, or you pray to Allah, you know what I mean? Like if you just recite positive vibes, they actually go away. Which is it's kind of wild. It's kind of fun. It's kind of strange, man, to hear NASA scientists believe that. You know what I mean? So I guess it must be real. It must be real. They're the ones building rockets, right? But yeah, she calls him Mr. Global. But yeah, when she goes reads her books, she uses the real terms. Like, just the non-human intelligence. Pretty much. We are being manipulated and controlled. Thing is, though, we're caught in the middle. That's why it feels like we're caught in the middle and the world's like a stage. That's why the world always seems like a stage. There's all these power forces at play, right? Like the good's trying to defeat the bad and the bad's coming back. And man, it really is just like Lord of the Rings all over again. Tether now holds 127 billion in US treasuries. They have surpassed South Korea. So, Squid Games, we're going to have to find another island because you don't hold as much treasuries anymore. That's kind of wild, friends. It's crypto, man. We're becoming the biggest player in the world. That's why stablecoin super cycle, man. We're bigger than South Korea. We're about to flip Saudi Arabia. Actually, no, all of crypto stablecoins is bigger than that. So, that's why the government is seeing us as like a client. Okay, we're a client of them, a customer. We're like, hey, please, sir, we'd like you to mint more fiat money for us, please, sir. And they're like, yes, yes, yes. Say no more. I'll go print that useless, dirty, sexy fiat for you, you naughty, naughty girl. That's exactly what is going through the American government's mind. That's why they're incentivized to pump our bags. Around 96% of Bitcoin supply is now in profit per glass chode because it's in the all-time highs. Yeah, and unfortunately, conversely, with altcoins, like 90% of people are down. So, yeah, man, that's it. We'll just have to wait. Here's Treasury Secretary Percent. We are exploring new possibilities in decentralized computing and digital payments, unlocking blockchain technology. Fans, when you hear digital payments, stablecoin supercycle. Okay, that's what they mean. Digital payments, stablecoin supercycle. Also, the SEC's crypto task force is going to host a series of roundtables across the US. So we're probably going to see big altcoin dudes, Justin Sun, Brad Garlic Breath, hopefully Sir Gay, right? Not to be confused with Sir Straight, Sir Gay Nazarov from Chainlink. Hopefully they're at the tables. I don't even know what they're going to talk about. Honestly, every time they do these roundtable stuff, friends, it's a nothing burger. It's, dare I say, they're just literally stroking each other's sausages. They didn't do anything. I don't even know why they're there. It's probably just to look. See, in crypto, we actually like really, really, really care. And the government's like, man, do we really have to do something for you? It's like, we don't want to. You know, you're just a bunch of retardio kids. And we're like, no, man, we need you to actually pump our bags because they can't possibly understand the world of pain we're in after 4.5-year bear market. Speaking of pain, Ethereum actively sinking down in real time. Hopefully, this is a little bull flag thing right here. Hopefully, that's what happens. And yeah, man, I don't know. We're just drawing squiggly lines. You know what I mean? We gotta wait. We gotta wait. World's a stage. You know, reality's augmented, friends. We already know that. Interesting questions to think about, though. No one believes in the 4-year cycle now. Friends, you know, 3 years ago, 2022, I remember I said, I conceptualized and prophesized, if you will, that the 4-year cycle, something's going to happen to make us not believe in it. And you can see how it's starting to happen, right? We're actually running over time. So if we get to the end of this year and Bitcoin, man, I really hope Bitcoin's 240K. Please just give us a 240K. If you're at 180, it's going to make you a bit scared. If you're, I just print 240 by December this year. I hope we get that alt season January next year, and then everyone thinks it's going to keep going forever, and then it's actually over. So that will most likely be the ace scenario for us, all ticks, because that's exactly what we want. You know, 4-year cycles get bonked because they're selling right now, and they're cheating out right now. Right now, by friends, you're wondering who's selling now, Simon? Who's selling now? 4-year cyclers, man. 4-year cyclers, because it's been 4 years. Okay, they're getting ready. They're in their seller's mindset right now. They've already planned their life that they think they're going to be really rich by October, the actual 4-year cycle symmetry. So they're selling right now. They're like looking at it like, oh crap, you know. So we'll see how it all plays out, right? Hopefully Ethereum doesn't go to 0 because we need it to go up. Like, subscribe, bitty button, or catch you soon.